All right, so good evening, everyone. Uh, Welcome to Digital Impact Square's Discovery 2020 Incubation Opportunity webinar. I would like to briefly walk you through a bit about Digital Impact Square, and in case you are applying and you are shortlisted, what the journey would look like, and then we'll be happy to take questions from you. Right. So, Digital Impact Square is a TCS Foundation, Tata Consultancy Services Foundation initiative. We have been established in the beautiful city of Nashik. So that's where our innovation center is in 2016. So we'll be and our vision is to enhance lives through transforming minds and leading change by creating change makers. Picture of our physical center. So post-COVID, as and when we get an opportunity to open, it will be open. And for any of you who makers in the traditional sense, we want to create change makers through entrepreneurship, right? So we want to encourage social. We want to be able to create, leverage digital technology to create sustainable and scalable social impact. So as we've all seen over the last few years, the penetration of internet, digital technologies is quite ubiquitous in our country. And digital allows us scale that no other platform can provide. So if you want to scale from perhaps 10 to 100, you could do it in a traditional way. But if you want to scale from just 100 to a million or perhaps a billion, digital is the way forward. So we'd love to have social enterprises that use digital technology. And of course, we believe in creating a culture of innovation. So not only potentially you who are aspiring to become social entrepreneurs, but even the ecosystem, the community in which you are trying to create this change need to understand innovation. They need to be open to innovation. They need to be open to change. And therefore, it requires a bit of effort to create that culture of innovation, even in the communities and your ecosystem partners. So what makes us very unique is that in the last 5 years, we have had quite a few startups that started their journey, many of them with just one or two people, just one basic idea concept note, not even an MVP per se. They started their journey at Digital Impact Square. And in the last 5 years, we have had some amazing stories. You can read about these stories on our website if you go and visit them. But across healthcare, for the differently abled, the disability sector, safety, education, agriculture, everything that touches the fabric of life for an average citizen like you and me in our country. There's an opportunity for innovation, and we have had some amazing startups that have created some very, big impact in the communities. So far, we are fortunate to have mentored startups that have gone ahead and created impact towards more than 6 million lives. 55 plus change makers. So we have had about close to 540 innovators who have been with us in this journey, and about 1 in 10 have chosen to remain in this and choose this as something that they would want to do for the rest of their lives. And we have had close to 55 kind of ideas that we have incubated, and 14 startups have emerged successfully. When we say successfully, it means they have a product or a service that is financially viable. And this is 1 in 4, and which is phenomenal, because if you look at the average success rate of any startup, even commercial startups, it's 3 in 100. So 1 in 30 startups typically go beyond their MVP towards some form of financial viability. Whereas at Digital Impact Square, we are very proud that we have been able to create a framework, an innovation framework, that has enabled 14 startups to emerge from this incubation journey and become sustainable and viable. Let's quickly look at the impact innovation. So what has made us so successful, right? So what is it that we do that has enabled young people to take up wicked problems and not only understand those problems, but create innovations that can actually survive and sustain long after they have exited from our incubation journey? So our impact innovation process is broadly covered into 4 steps, as we call them: the spot, probe, grow, and scale. So let's look at the spot process just quickly. So this is where we identify challenge areas, ecosystems, and teams. So this is essentially what we're doing now. So our application process, the partners that you will see some of the partners that we have tied up with, who can potentially be your ecosystem partners as well. So this is essentially the groundwork that happens when we're trying to identify problems worth solving, when we're trying to identify partners with whom we can work, and we are looking to identify teams such as yourselves who are passionate and committed towards solving wicked problems or complex social problems and with an entrepreneurial mindset. Right. So this year we have identified 4 broad areas where we will be looking at some kind of innovations if you have. Assistive technology solutions, which is predominantly aimed at persons with disabilities, as well as in some aspects the geriatric population. Agri-tech solutions, 70% of our economy is agrarian based, and there's significant opportunity to innovate. Health and wellness. So the last 2 years, if there is one thing that has taken center stage because of the pandemic, is health and well-being. And this is an opportunity that needs to be tapped, and there is an innovation landscape that needs to be explored. And therefore, we would be wanting to look at ideas that are in the health and wellness technology solutions and sustainability. Obviously, as COVID has taught us, we cannot take anything for granted. There are limited resources on our planet, and if you're not looking at protecting those resources or using them wisely, we are setting up ourselves for disaster. So any focus, any innovation in the sustainability space is most welcome to register and pitch at Digital Impact Square. Right. Of course, in this journey, we are also looking at enabling an ecosystem of partners, and this is where you guys come in. We want to identify right teams with passion and commitment. Everything else, ideas can be changed, different innovations can be tweaked, everything can be changed, but it's the team, it's the individual within that team with that passion and commitment that makes all the difference. Everything else is variable, right? So we understand that, and that's what we are looking for when we are trying to connect with you all and trying to walk you through this journey. Then comes the probe phase. Now, this is where the actual incubation or the pre-incubation, if you want to call it, because we work with very early stage concept and very early stage ideas. So probe phase. So probe phase is divided into 2 parts. Okay, what we call as a pre-incubation and the virtual incubation. So let's quickly look at this. So the pre-incubation is a free boot camp, right? So this is essentially where for 14 weeks we work closely with you, right, for the cohort that gets selected, and our focus is to make sure that the problem that you're trying to solve is the right problem. Okay, this is extremely important. If your problem is wrong, if you've identified the wrong problem, all your answers are going to be wrong, all your solutions are going to be wrong, and you're likely to fail. Right. So, and it is in order for us to understand problems, you need to have deep empathy. If you're working for farmers, you need to understand the day-to-day challenges that a farmer faces. If you're working for the geriatric population or persons with disabilities, you need to understand what is it that they are going through, and this can only be achieved if you have deep empathy, right, for that user community. And in this journey, for this 14-week boot camp, we'll be looking at refining and demonstrating your problem fit. We'll help you ideate, co-create, which means if you have an idea and let's say you're looking for a few farmers that you want to validate this with, we'll get you a few farmers. If you're looking at, let's say, a few visually impaired people that you want to work with, understand their journey, walk them through some of your ideas, we'll be able to do that for you. So the co-creation becomes extremely important. And you define your minimum viable prototype and create a small set of pilot users who are going to test your prototype. These 14 weeks are transformative, and as you will see in some of the testimonials that we have from our current cohort, these 14 weeks have completely changed the mindset and the focus area for so many of our startups, right, for the right reasons. So what do we have? As I mentioned, it's a 14-week virtual boot camp. We'll use design thinking principles to build a deeper understanding of the problem. You'll be mentored by some of the most experienced mentors in the domain space, right? So it's completely a game changer if you have the right mentor who's giving you advice. You'll participate in master classes. So these master classes are in some ways, a bridge between what your current understanding is and what the vision should look like. We're talking about master classes in entrepreneurship, creativity and innovation, cutting edge technology, human-centric design. These are all extremely important elements if you want to succeed as a social enterprise. You'll get one-on-one coaching by Disk Innovation and Design coaches to significantly enhance the MVP. You'll, of course, being TCS, you'll also get access to technical expertise. So if you are creating some technology innovation and you need technology, technical expertise, of course, being TCS will be able to tap into that as well. Another interesting thing that a lot of incubation partners miss out is on alumni. So as I mentioned, we have 14 co-founders or startups that have gone through the journey that you would be taking in the near future, and their experience, what they learned, what were their pitfalls. I think those have tremendous value to any new startup, and that's essentially one of the true value propositions that you get if you're shortlisted for this bootcamp, right? So what happens at the end of this bootcamp? At the end of this bootcamp, you actually do a pitch for incubation. So you have spent 14 weeks. You have gone through these master classes. You have understood all these concepts. You have practiced some of these design thinking principles, deep research, spoken to experts, and then you'll have an opportunity to refine your idea or your minimum viable product or prototype that you've created, and then you pitch it to us, right? So this at the end of 14 weeks is the pitch for incubation. Here's an example of some master classes that you can expect. So this year, we have had some amazing sessions. This is some of the most well-received, popular master classes. The recordings have been frequently sought by our cohorts. And you would actually get an opportunity to speak with somebody like this who spent 15, 20 years in this space, whether it's domain or social entrepreneurship or user experience designing or technology, and understand insights that you would otherwise not get in your typical journey. Right? So some more that so quite a lot. I mean, one every 2 weeks is essentially the frequency with which you can expect these amazing master classes, right? Including business, of course, so that you understand the entire gamut, the entire spectrum of entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship. Let's move to the next phase, which is essentially our virtual incubation phase. Why virtual? Because unless we kind of get back to the old normal, where we had a physical center, we would definitely have a virtual incubation. So you can be where you are, and our entire incubation will happen virtually, similar to what we're doing now. We have a virtual session that's currently being conducted, and we should expect something on similar lines in the virtual incubation as well. So this is again going to be about 3 months. This is where the teams that have successfully pitched for incubation and are shortlisted get onboarded. There is a contractual agreement that you sign with Digital Impact Square and with TCS Foundation, and you start getting funding. And I'll explain a bit towards the end. The focus for this next 3 months is solution fit, right? So this is where we work with you to figure out what's possible, right? So now you understand the problem, you have ecosystem, you have partners. Now, what can you do with this setup to achieve maximum possibilities that you can address? So here you would actually do a refinement and demonstration of a solution fit. You will iterate your minimum viable prototype with the users that you would have identified during the bootcamp. And this is where you will actually start creating business models for viability, right? So everything is structured. There is a reason why it is in this particular phase. We don't want our teams to jump. Don't think business before users have said they would want to use a product. Don't start showing solutions to users unless you understand the user said, this is my problem and I wanted to fix it, right? So there's a specific structure and a process in place, which we call as our impact innovation process. So what do? You get this funding. It's in the form of stipend, right? So it's not like a check that is given to one team. It is a stipend that is given to individuals of each startup. This is where you get an opportunity to build your MVP into scalable products. You will have an opportunity to validate your MVP with real users, not dummy users. This feedback is often a game changer for many of our startups. This is also when we realize that you will not come with all skills, right? So you may have, let's say, design skills, but no technology. You may have technology skills, but you may not have business skills. So this is where we will onboard MBA and technical interns from reputed institutes across India to help you enhance your MVP. You continue to work with disc coaches and mentors in building business models. You continue to get access to communities and ecosystems to create partnerships. So earlier we were helping you, now you will start creating your own partnerships. And what is the outcome to this? The outcome of this, which is tentatively 6 months from the time you start up the incubation journey, is to have a minimum viable prototype. We still call it a prototype. We don't call it a product yet. And it's for a reason, right? Because we are still experimenting. So a minimum viable prototype is to be pitched to a jury panel. And this jury panel will consist of really eminent people from various walks of life, academia, government, other incubators. We're talking about industry experts, etc. Right. So this is where the jury evaluation happens, and this is where your 6-month journey of probe finishes, and post this pitch, you will get an opportunity to move to the grow phase, right? So I'll quickly go through the other two phases. There's not a lot to explain. Of course, it's kind of important for you to understand. So for this is your 9 to 12 month journey. So your first 6 months are like your baby steps, right? You're just learning how to kind of balance, just figure out how to do it. Crawl, right? You're learning how to crawl. Once you get into grow is when you start walking, right? You have figured out what is working, what is not working. And we support you for up to 12 months. So apart from the 6 months that you have already spent with us, an additional 12 months support you get, where the focus is on sustainability. Are you even going to survive in this setup? Are you even going to survive in the market? Because if you don't, obviously there is no impact on the field. And this is where we focus on value maximization. So post the jury, certain teams, some teams will shut down. They have not figured out how they would want to move ahead, but quite a few teams will move ahead towards the growth phase. The focus would be on converting prototypes to products, access to additional funding and resources, as I mentioned, business model execution, right? Paid customers. So we hope that at the end of this journey, you will have at least 2-3 paid customers, because that's where the proof is that what you have created really adds value and people are willing to pay for it, right? And this is the total outcome. So the end of 12 months, the output would be a minimum viable product or a service that you would have created and successfully validated and tested and hopefully gotten a few checks written in your name by these potential users. And finally, move to scale. So scale is where you actually move out into the startup and the impact investor ecosystem. This is where you will start trying to think of 10x, 100x, 1000x to what you have already created, right? And this is where we would also look at societal adoption. No startup succeeds if the products are not adopted by the users. If they reject it, no matter how amazing your technology is, no matter how amazing your team is, none of that matters if you don't have real users wanting to use a product, right? So this is where innovators like yourself perhaps are transformed into powerful change makers. Startups can now exit, so you retain your IP. All intellectual property that gets created through this detailed mentoring is not owned or co-owned, or even there is an expectation that Digital Impact Square will want it. It belongs to you completely. You can register yourself as for profit or not profit, depending on what your idea is. And we hope you will use this opportunity to start a chapter of your own. Apart from that, once you exit, you also get access to TCS's Global Co-Innovation Network. So this is a network of startups that TCS has across the world, right, in 53 countries. And if you have a product that has potential to scale in those countries, TCS will help you connect with those markets and potentially even advise you or guide you in terms of how you can sell your product into other markets beyond India. And of course, we believe that teams should, at this point of time, be self-sufficient to generate their own revenue pipeline, right? So the idea is you need to be sustainable. And this is where at the end of 12 months to 18 months, depending on how long it takes for you to succeed, the final output would be value and impact realization. So if you don't do all of these, value and impact realization won't happen. So this in a nutshell is the journey that you can expect if you are shortlisted and selected for Digital Impact Square, right? I'll move to the next subsection. As I mentioned, I will take questions towards the end of this sessions in the interest of time. So let's look at our partners. So for AgriTech, we have 3 amazing partners: Sahyadri Farms, Cine, and Pusa Krishi. I would not go into details for each of those, but if you have an idea in the agriculture setup, you can imagine the kind of network access you will get through these amazing partners, right? There's a whole ecosystem. For example, Sahyadri Farms can directly give you access to more than 100,000 farmers, right? That is virtually impossible for anyone trying to do it on their own. Cine, of course, has a national footprint across India. So we're looking at some amazing opportunities, ecosystem partners that can help you transform your journey and accelerate, not just transform, but also accelerate. When it comes to health and wellness, we're looking at Ayurveda, we're looking at Samskriti Foundation. Again, these are all partners who have dedicated understanding of the space that you're trying to innovate in. There'll be experienced mentors who will be available from these organizations who will spend time with you and guide you through your journey. And this is invaluable. Nothing can measure the value of spending 1 hour with somebody who has spent decades in this space. And that's essentially what you get. When it comes to sustainability, we have PKC, the Pune Knowledge Cluster, right? So a lot of sustainability, a huge network of corporate NGOs, industry partners in this space, especially in Maharashtra because of its proximity to Pune. And of course, CINI continues to help us in our sustainability journey as well. Finally, when it comes to assistive technology, we have a partnership with Enable India. For all of you who may not know, it's India's largest organization working towards enhancing the lives of persons with disability. So we have had quite a few success stories of co-mentoring with Enable India, and we have had 3 startups that are on their way to creating amazing impact from the current cohort in the disability space, in the space of assistive solutions. So let's look at who would you actually get mentoring from when it comes to DISC. So you have 5 amazing mentors. When I say amazing, I'm also including myself. So I hope you don't mind. But essentially, each one of us brings with us some significant experience of being in the space of innovation, understand markets, understand business entrepreneurship, and we understand how to coach and mentor. We have been doing this for the last 5 years. So that's essentially what we will be able to bring to you as well through this journey of 18 months that you would spend with us. Some testimonials. Vama, she's the co-founder of Neopak Innovations. These are all our 2021 cohorts. Prior to 2021, we had a physical center in Nashik, so the mentoring and coaching was face-to-face. When we moved to virtual, it was an experiment that we started last year, and we are very, very pleased with what our startups have been able to achieve despite this virtual incubation, right? So Vama, she's working on, she's the co-founder of Neopak, which is working in agri-tech. We have Praveen, Dexterware Devices. He's working on assistive solutions. Amazing output. In fact, just last week, his success was published in Your Story. And all of them, if you read through these, and of course this recording will be shared with you as well, they all say that boot camp is where that flip happened. They all came in as engineers with a very technology-driven mindset, or a designer with just focusing on user. But that journey, that boot camp is really where a lot of the magic happened for them. And since then, they have gone ahead and become highly successful co-founders themselves. We were very proud to also have Shakul. He himself is a visually impaired co-founder. He has an assistive solution that is aimed at enhancing the lives of students who are trying, visually impaired students who are trying to pursue higher education. So highly impactful ideas, highly impactful, motivated co-founders. And all we're doing is just guiding them in the right direction so that they don't make mistakes that we know most co-founders typically make in this journey. So what's the eligibility criteria? So this is towards the end of our journey, right? So you should apply for this virtual incubation if you're an individual or a team. So it need not be a team. Of course, it is great if you have a team because that increases your chances of moving forward. But if you're an individual and want to create a social impact, this is the place for you. You have to be an Indian citizen below the age of 27 years. You have a prototype or a solution idea or a concept note, but it should be detailed. It can't be one-liner. I want to eliminate hunger from the world. I want to remove poverty. These are all grand statements. You need to have a fairly well thought out concept note. If you don't have an MVP, that's fine, but you need to have a well thought out concept note, right? In any of those 4 areas that we discussed. You could even be an early stage startup, but you should not have any equity or seed funding from other sources, right? So we work at ground zero, right? So if you already have grants are okay, but you should not have seed funding, or you should not have the equity dilution or something happening from other incubators. Otherwise, your eligibility is not allowed for this particular cohort, right? Now, finally, moving on to the last stage. How do you apply to this? So there are 2 routes. You can go to digitalimpactsquare.com, click on the challenges option that you see here, and click on any of these posters, and it will directly take you to the application where you could go and apply. Or you could directly go to Startup India on the home page. It's like a marquee scrolling. one of the main grand challenges on the Startup India page is Digital Impact Square. So you can wait for this, and then you can click on this poster, and it will take you to the Digital Impact Square's application process itself. And it's a fairly elaborate, detailed application process. Once you go there, it's self-explanatory. There's a lot more details that we have provided in each of these 4 themes, including, what are we looking for, or what are your opportunities. So when it comes to assistive tech, what all is okay and what all is not okay. For example, just to give you a quick example, in assistive solutions, if you have a medical device that requires clinical trial of 5 years, then obviously that's not something that we would be able to support you with. You probably need to go through a medical or an incubation that has a medical expertise or a background, right? So just go through those kind of additional subsections in each of these areas that we have highlighted. Finally, note down these dates. What does your journey look like? So we have our deadline on 4th December. So you have time until 4th December to apply. From December 5th to December 17th, for about roughly 2 weeks. If we like your idea, your application, you should hear from us for a face-to-face interview. Of course, it's virtual, but we would do an interview with the DISC coaches to understand a bit more about you, your journey, what is it that motivates you, and why you want to solve this problem, and why do you want to become a social entrepreneur. Basis of that, we will eventually, in the last week of December, we will announce the finalists who have selected for the DISC bootcamp. And basis of that, and once you accept the incubation opportunity, sometime around the 2nd week of January, we will be launching our 14-week free bootcamp. So there is no charges to it; it's completely free. And like we have seen in our current cohort, it is potentially a transformation journey for you and your startup. So with this, I would like to do a quick recap just so that it refreshes your mind. This is essentially what you get, right? So there are 4 focus themes. There is financial support of up to rupees 20 lakhs over a period of 18 months, up to 18 months that you get incubation support. You get a dedicated mentoring by highly experienced mentors. I cannot stress the value of this enough. Rich and deep ecosystem access. Again, I cannot stress the value of this enough. These 2 can be game changers for you. A 14-week free bootcamp. And finally, our human-centric design-led innovation framework that has ensured that 1 in 4 startups that come to us eventually become successful social enterprises. Significantly improve your chances of success if you join Digital Impact Square, and if you are successful at convincing our jury that you have the right potential to create impact at scale. So with this, I would like to end my session. I'll be happy to take any questions. If you have any questions that you've already posted, we'll go through those. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself, or raise your hand, unmute yourself, and ask me any questions that you would have, and be happy to answer those. Thank you so much for your patience, and over to all of you for any questions that you might have.
Hello, sir.
Please unmute.
खादी भंडार,
Yes.
सर खादी भंडार के लिए मेरे पास एक आइडिया है, एक न्यू स्टार्टअप है, तो उसके लिए आप कुछ हेल्प कर सकते हो?
श्योर सो आपको पहले वो अप्लाई करना होगा। आपके आइडिया के साथ आप अप्लाई करिए, हम आपको इवेल्युएट करेंगे, और अगर आप जो कर रहे हैं वो सस्टेनेबिलिटी फॉर एग्जांपल, जो बेसिकली उस थीम के साथ अलाइंड है, आपकी जो आइडिया है, अगर वो हमें लगता है कि हम आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं, पहली तो बात ये है कि हमको लगना चाहिए कि हम आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं। अगर हम आपको हेल्प नहीं कर सकते तो ये अनफेयर रहेगा कि हम आपको ऑनबोर्ड करें। सो हम वो इवेल्युएट करके फिर आपको डेफिनेटली फॉलो अप स्टेप्स के लिए इनवाइट करेंगे। इज दैट ओके?
तो सर रजिस्ट्रेशन कहाँ पे करना होगा?
आपको स्टार्टअप इंडिया की जो पोर्टल है, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया था, आप गूगल पे जाके स्टार्टअप इंडिया पे क्लिक कीजिए, और स्टार्टअप इंडिया पोर्टल पे डिजिटल इम्पैक्ट स्क्वायर का करके एक प्रोग्राम है, आप उस पर क्लिक कीजिए और उसमें एप्लीकेशन। अगर आपको इंग्लिश में दिक्कत हो रही है वो पूरे आंसर करने में, तो आप हमें ईमेल भी भेज सकते हैं। हम आपके साथ हमारा कोई एक टीम मेंबर आपके साथ बात करेगा, और अगर आप उसमें फिट हो रहे हैं तो फिर हम आपको हेल्प करेंगे अप्लाई करने के लिए।
ओके सर, मैं आपको मिलता हूँ।
बिल्कुल, थैंक यू सो मच।
If we generate a particular product and that patent goes to TCS or ourselves?
No. So any intellectual property belongs to the team. It does not even go to Digital Impact Square. TCS is not really, we are funded by TCS Foundation. So TCS Foundation is a CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative of TCS. So whatever we do is part of the CSR, and any intellectual property that you generate in this incubation, even though a lot of the ideas might have come from your coaches, it still belongs to you, and you continue to retain that. TCS or TCS Foundation will not seek any co-authorship or co-ownership of that intellectual property.
So, sir, I just wanted to know, like, what kind of lab facility is there for development of any hardware product?
Okay, so our innovation center in Nashik has a decent lab, right, where you could do a lot of prototyping, 3D printers and all of this. If your idea requires a lot more kind of a mechanical kind of a setup heavy, because we are based in Nashik and Nashik is a manufacturing hub, we have tie-ups with a lot of local manufacturing labs, like or fabrication labs that can help you in this journey.
Sure, sir. Thanks.
Okay, so after the announcement of the finalist for DISQ bootcamp, there is a 14 weeks free bootcamp, and like after that, you said there is a 18 months of there is a 18 months free coaching to us. So in that 14 week free bootcamp for the probe session, so we are being trained by the coaching by the highly trained coaches for that startup.
Yes, so I mean it's more than a training. It's actually more hands-on, right? So we will explain a concept. Let's say of how do you identify your user personas, for example, right? So you have an idea and how do you do that, and then we actually help you do that for your startup. Every team, for example, will get one designer from Digital Impact Square who will help them in this journey. So there's a lot of activity-based setup, or there's a lot of activity-based initiatives that you'll take in this 14-week bootcamp. Right?
Okay, and after that 14 weeks, like we will enter into the grow session, and like what if like our product or the startup that we are thinking of is not is not that much good to get success?
No, so I think after 14 weeks the probe continues, right? So first 14 weeks is virtual. You have these sessions. There is an expectation from the cohort members that they will dedicate 6 to 8 hours of their time every week with us. It's a mandatory requirement. And once you do that, you will, in that 14 weeks, really have an opportunity to transform your idea. So sometimes you have a great idea, but you don't know how to articulate it. You have an interesting idea, but you don't have validation. So we will help you in this 14 weeks to get to a stage where you can then pitch your idea through those 14 weeks experience back to us. And then your incubation journey starts. So that incubation journey starts, let's say if I start in January, sometime around mid-April is when you would do the pitch. And if you're shortlisted for that, then the actual incubation for up to 12 to 18 months starts from April onwards, right? And the first 3 months of that is also probe, not grow. So in those 3 months, we'll actually help you create a much better prototype. We'll get in experts in those 3 months and really get to a stage where you can then pitch to a jury for additional funding. So that's the journey, how it looks like. 14-week bootcamp, then about 3 months of incubation support in probe itself, then a jury, and then an additional 12-month support, to take your products to market.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. And there is no such thing as it will not be ready. I mean, everything, as I said, it all depends on you and your passion. Sometimes, even if the idea is poor, but we have belief in that individual or the team, we actually go and we are happy to support them as they move forward. We are not really stuck with just an idea and it should have a one prototype, and if you don't have it, we will not support you. That's never the intent at Digital Impact.
So can you sorry, should I go first?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, so basically, sir, we have like team of 2-3 people. One
if you could introduce yourself, because if you could say, is this Dr. Gupta?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So we are a team of 2-3 people, and one person has an idea which aligns with your healthcare tech initiative, and one is more of a lifestyle kind of startup idea. So
okay,
should we just apply for the health tech idea, or we can apply for both?
You can apply for both. So if you have two ideas and they're addressing two specific needs, we will evaluate them in the one where we feel you have the right potential and we have the right partners who can help you. We would kind of request you to start focusing on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because in real life you'll never be able to work on multiple ideas unless they are all
that's true.
addressing the same setup, right? So you could have different ideas that are addressing the same community, but if they're two different communities, completely different tracks, there's no way you can succeed as a startup, at least in the initial stages.
Thank you.
Sure.
So how are you gonna shortlist that application?
So we have put the criteria. So once you
whether we have to submit our ideas, like basic ideas, to you during application process, or
yes. So if you go through the application process, it's a detailed application process where we ask you a lot of questions, and that is where we will try to understand, if you really have thought about your idea, have you done some groundwork? We, for example, really like ideas where the individual or the startup has actually spent time on the field. They've spoken to real users and then taken this feedback. Even if you don't have a working prototype, but if you've done that, that's something that we really look forward to when we try to assess the team.
So whether we have to submit our basic idea that's some solution during application.
Yes. So if you go through the application process, you have to tell us what is the problem you're solving, what is your idea, and what have you done to validate that idea. Can just be one liner, definitely not a one-liner. We expect at least some well thought through.
Elaborately.
Yes, absolutely. That shows us that you are really interested and are focused and committed towards solving it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
The time commitment for the boot camp for the first 2.5 months?
Sorry, your voice is very feeble. If you could tell us who you are.
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
What would be the time commitment for the boot camp?
So the boot camp is 14 weeks, but within that 14 weeks, because it's quite intensive, right? So usually you should expect anywhere between 8 to 10 hours a week, right? Including some homework that you have to do offline as well. So apart from the sessions that we have, master classes that we have, since you all will have one designer who will be working with you, there'll be certain homework that you'll also have to continue doing, so that you need to present it back to us during the week. And this is very important because this will help you, as I said, refine. When we say refine, the refinement happens when you're actually hands-on trying to improve your idea. So a few hours a week are expected. And we would time it in such a way that it won't be it would be something that would be clashing, right? So we usually time it in the late afternoons and stuff like that. We would plan for it. We'll take a quick survey and all of those things. But some dedicated hours are expected from all our cohort members.
Thank you.
Whether the boot camp is virtual, that 14 weeks.
Yes. The boot camp is virtual, so you can be where you are, as long as you have a laptop and you have internet connectivity. You can be part of that.
Samir, I have a question regarding the MVP itself. When what kind of support do you provide for developing the MVP itself?
It depends, right? So in very early stage, the MVP is more concept, right? So the team actually needs a lot of help and support in articulating the value proposition itself, right? So there's focus there. Because we have designers who are part of the team, they also help you with the user experience, the value proposition. How do you validate your concept and MVPs? That is step 2. Then comes technology. So if you have, because we are saying we want digital innovations, if you have technology as one of the core components of an innovation, then we could get in technical experts or people with technical skills to come and work with you to help you improve what will work, what will not work. And finally, this is again post bootcamp. Post bootcamp, we would actually start working on the business modeling as well. So this is where we'll also assign an MBA who will join your team, and the sole focus of that MBA is to work closely with the startup in creating a business model that is practical, viable, sustainable, so that you're able to defend your MVP in front of eminent jury. So this is essentially the different kinds of support that you get. And apart from all of these, and this is just the MVP, but also ecosystem access. So let's say you say, I want to talk to 10 people with this disability, or I want to talk to 10 farmers. A lot of that background effort is something that we can do with our partners that you won't have to do, which is often the most time-consuming exercise for any social enterprise. So these are all the support that we can give you in developing an MVP.
Okay, sir. I have one doubt, sir.
Sure.
So, do you support marketplace startups, sir?
So when you say marketplace, are you talking about aggregation?
I did not get you, sir.
Are you talking about aggregation, which is?
Yes, sir. Aggregator, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as that marketplace addresses and benefits the user community that we are trying to help, yes, why not?
Okay.
Age criteria is mandatory for all founders and co-founders?
No, it's not. So let's say you have 3 co-founders and one of them is above the age of 27. The other 2 can apply and be part of the bootcamp.
Okay.
Sir, do you have to be a registered startup for joining the bootcamp?
Do we have to be a registered startup? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
No, it's not mandatory. So if you have not registered yourself as a startup and if you've been shortlisted purely on the basis of your team and your idea, it's not a prerequisite.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Any other questions? I haven't checked the chat. Are there any that have been posted on the chat?
Samir, may I ask a question?
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Suhas Gazre from SGGS Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded.
Yes, Dr. Suhas.
Yes. Can final year, that is 8th semester students can enter in this program as earlier some of them?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
See, the only thing is what we typically do is when we have, like last year also, we had two startups who were final year students. And the only thing that we would want is to make sure that, the academic commitments that they have should not kind of conflict with the boot camp itself, right? In terms of the time that they would have to commit. So there are, for example, quite a few academic institutions where their final year submission is part of some project, and they get like those dedicated 4 or 5 months without any kind of significant academic commitment. So I think it works pretty well for those kind. But it's something that we would definitely evaluate. So if we get students who applied with an amazing idea, interesting idea, we actually get into conversation with their HODs and with the colleges. Our HR team will reach out just to make sure that there's no conflict, right? Because we don't want them to kind of struggle between the two, and neither they are able to focus on their academics, nor are they able to focus on, this.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We have, we are at the end of our session, but yeah, I can spare some additional few minutes answering the questions.
Sir, I have a question.
Who's this?
This is Ravi Chandran.
Yes. Ravi. Yes.
I'm the co-founder and founder. Everyone is about 27. Then we won't be able to apply, right?
The whole team is about 27, is it?
No, the team, the founder team is about 27, but the team is everyone is below 23.
Yes, and you will have to reach out to us separately. We would first like to explore what is it that you are working on. It's something that is highly aligned. It is a strong need that we believe we have experienced through our partners. We will be able to talk to you separately and see how we can help you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions from anyone else? I think some of the questions I saw on chat were also kind of asked, right? So yeah.
Samir, just wondering if we could launch a quick poll.
Yes.
Just to understand which theme they are interested in or they're working on.
We could do that, yeah.
One click poll. Yeah. So I'm just posting a link on the chat. I request all of you to answer this.
Some of the questions on the chat are that if there is a Sri Lankan national, can they apply, or is having a team mandatory?
I think you have answered most of them correctly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Akansha.
If you have more insights, then do share.
I think you have covered pretty well. So.
Yeah, go ahead. You can answer. We see a few responses so far. It would be nice to hear from all of you. Please click on that link and just click on which area that you are interested in or working on currently. Yeah, go ahead. Click on both ideas if you want. Yeah. We just want to get an idea in terms of how you are, and you can apply for both, by the way. So you have two ideas in two different domains. You can apply for both. We have about 25 answers. We have double the number of people here. So some of them are definitely keeping their projects in stealth mode.
Yes, Amrita, both founders are above 30 and the product is a B2B marketplace. Again, as I mentioned, if it's addressing a need for an underserved community right now across our country, then we would definitely be interested in understanding a bit more. And then we could have follow-up conversations. So yes, you can apply. If you feel that there's something that's of great value, we would be happy to work with you and help you as well.
Okay.
I'm closing the poll now. We've got about 26 responses.
I'm a final year student and I have a service-based startup idea as an individual. Yes, if it's an idea, but again, as I said, I hope you have spent sufficient time thinking about it, articulating what is it that you're really looking for and how you go about it. So even if as an individual you join, how will you build your team? How will you make sure that there's sufficient value in it for others to be able to wanting to work with you and kind of scaling up? Do you have friends that you're reaching out to? So there'll be some additional work that is required. But yeah, you can apply. There's no restriction. Again, as I said, please spend some time thinking about the idea, articulating it, and detailing it out before applying, so that we really understand what is it that you are aspiring to do. Thank you, Ravi. Yeah, and if you really want to know some of our success stories a bit more in detail, you can visit our website, digitalimpactsquare.com. And there is a section called Get Inspired. Just go and look at some of the startups that have emerged. Many of them were like you, just an idea, one or two people wanting to do something, and now they are going places and doing some amazing work. So we believe in them, and we believe in you as well.